Hi there, welcome to edupediaworld.com. You're watching the videos on linear equations in two variable. So in this video again we'll discuss some of the extra questions related to linear equations in two variables. So we follow the same strategy. We'll discuss questions through examples so that you can learn some of the extra concepts and questions which are generally seen in the examination. So let's get started with the first question. Question number 1. Question number 1 says, in countries like USA, Canada, the temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Now, here is a equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. That is F equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So, according to this equation, we have to solve these 5 parts. The first part says that we have to draw the graph of the linear equation above using Celsius as an x-axis, means we have to take Celsius as x-axis and Fahrenheit as y-axis, means we have to take F as y-axis. So again we'll follow the same steps. First we'll get the three values for this equation. So the equation becomes y equals to 9 by 5 x plus 32. Now we have to find the values of x and y, at least three values to draw a graph. Now suppose let's take x as 5. We get y as 9 by 5 into 5 plus 32. So this and this will get cancelled. So we get 9 plus 32, which is 41. So again we'll draw the box. So the box will be this. So we can draw a box over here. It will come like this. We have values of x and y. So x and y. So first value of x is 5 and y is 41. Now for the second value we can assume x as 10. Then we get y as equals to 9 by 5 into 10 plus 32. So we get 5 ones are 5 twos are, so which is 9 into 2 is 18, 18 plus 32, so which is 50. So we get y as 50 and x as 10. Now for the last value we again assume x as 15. So we get y as 9 by 5 into 15 plus 32. So again 5 ones are 5 threes are, so again it will come out to be 9 threes are 27. So 27 plus 32. So the value will come out to be 59. Now we assume x as 15, the y value is 59. Now we have to draw a graph. So to draw a graph we need to plot the values. So we'll take a graph. So graph will come like this, can be drawn like this. Now again we have a box value. The box value says we have x as 5, y as 41, x as 10, y as 50, and x as 15, y as 59. So if we see the values of x and y, it's very large, so we have to take a gap of big numbers. So we can start with from 0 over here, and we move like this. We take first value as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Again we have no negative value, so it's better to always assume of positive values only. Again for y-axis we also take only the values as difference of 10. So it will come out to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Now the first value is, let us draw the first value, x as 5, so it will be in between 0 and 10, so we can assume it will be somewhere here like this, and y as 41, so we can assume this is the value of 41. So we draw a line like this, and from x-axis we draw a line like this, so we have a first point over here. Now the second point is x as 10 and y as 50, so means x as 10 and y as 50. So again we'll draw a line like this, get line like this, so this is our second point. Now the third point is x as 15, so it will be between 10 and 20, so it will be somewhere over here, and y as 59, so we can assume it as 60. So we again superimpose like this, and this is our point. So this is our point. Now we draw a straight line to join the points, so we will draw a straight line joining the points, so it will be like this. So this is our equation of the line. So this is our line, f equals to 9 by 5 c plus 32. So this is how we draw the graph. Now the second question says, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? There are two ways to solve this part. First part is you can get the values from graph directly. So for that you have to extend the line or extend the graph. Another way is you can solve the equation directly by putting the values. Now we have a value equation as f equals to 9 by 5 c plus 32. Now if c is 30 degrees Celsius, c is 30 degrees Celsius means c is 30 degrees, this is Celsius and this is Fahrenheit. The first way is we can superimpose the values c as 30 and we can extend the line. We can extend the line of the graph, and we can also extend the values of y-axis. Wherever they meet on 30 value, we can get the value from the graph. But this is how we can get the value from graphical representation. Another way is we can directly put the value of 30 degrees Celsius in the equation to get the value of Fahrenheit. So let's use another method, direct method. F will be equals to 9 by 5 into 30 plus 32, so it will be 5 ones are 6 are, so which is 54 plus 32, so answer will come out to be 86 Fahrenheit. So this is the solution of second question. Now the third question is, if the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? And if the temperature is 0 Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? Now the first is, if the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, so what's the temperature in Fahrenheit? Now we can use the equation f equals to 9 by 5 c plus 32, so it will be 9 by 5 into 0 plus 32. Anything multiplied by 0 will be 0, so the answer will be 32. So we have f as 32 if Celsius is 0 degrees Celsius. Now for another part, if Fahrenheit is 0, what is the temperature in Celsius? So we can do like this. We can write 0 will be equals to 9 by 5 c plus 32. So the value becomes 9 by 5 c equals to minus 32, because we take 32 onto this side, so it will the sign will change, so it will become 9c as minus 32 into 5, so c will come out to be minus 32 into 5 upon 9. So this is the temperature in degrees Celsius. Now but the third part says, if the temperature is 95 degrees Celsius, and what is the temperature in Celsius? So the temperature is 95, so we can use 95 equals to 9 by 5 c plus 32. So it will be 95 minus 32 equals to 9 by 5 C. So it will come out to be 95 minus 32. So it will be 63. So it will be 63 equals to 9 by 5 C. So we can cross multiply. So it will come, the C will come, 9C will come out to be 63 into 5. So C will be 63 into 5 upon 9. So 9 sevens are. So answer will be 7 into 5. It will be 35 degree Celsius. Now the last question says, is there a temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius? Now let's see how we can find this. As discussed also, that we can solve each and every question through graphical representation also, but we are following the another method by putting the values in direct equation, but you can also find the values through graphical solution also. So let's try to find the last part. The last part says, is there any temperature at which both Fahrenheit and Celsius are same? Means if we have the equation F equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32, is there any temperature in which C and F are same? So we can assume let F equals to C. So this comes out to be C equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So we can write like this. So for further we can do like this, 9 by 5 C will be equals to C minus 32. So 9 by 5 C will be C minus 32. Then 9C will be equals to 5 into C minus 32. So 9C is 5C minus, it will be 160. So we can write 9C minus 5C, which is equals to minus 160. So 4C is minus 160. So C is minus 40. So this is the temperature at which both degree Celsius and Fahrenheit are same. Means at F equals to minus 40, we have C as minus 40. So this was the first question. Let's move on to the second question. Now the second question says, write whether the following statements are true or false. So then we have to justify our answers. The first question is, ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, is a linear equation in two variables. Now let us discuss what is a linear equation in two variables. The linear equation in two variables is in which we have two variables. So if we write this equation ax plus by plus c equals to 0, then we can clearly see that we have two variables x and y, and a, b, c are real numbers, means they are constant or they are any numbers, and so this forms a linear equation in two variables. Why? Because this has infinite solution. So this is true. Second question says, a linear equation has unique solution. We have already discussed that any linear equation cannot have a unique solution, so this statement is false. So linear equation in two variables, because we have two variables x and y, will always have a infinite solution. It cannot have a unique solution. Now all points, the third question says, all points 2, 0, minus 3, 0, 4, 2 or 0, 5 lie on x-axis. Now for the point to lie on x-axis, if this is a Cartesian system, if the point has to lie on x-axis, this means it has non-zero as abscissa, means its abscissa should not be 0. And in the last coordinates we can see clearly that we have abscissa as 0. This means these all points do not lie on x-axis, so statement is false. The line parallel to y-axis, let us draw a line over here. The line parallel to y-axis means it should be like either like this or it should be like this, at a distance of 4 units to the left. To the left means it should be into the left direction if this is y and y dash, and if this x dash and x, and is given by the equation x equals to minus 4. Means if this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. So any equation x equals to -4, the line will be drawn from this point only. So this is the line. Now this is a line which is parallel to y-axis. This is the line x equals to -4 is a line parallel to y-axis and which is to the left of y-axis. So this statement is true. Now the graph of equation y equals to mx plus c passes through origin. Y equals to mx plus c passes through origin. Now to any equation to pass through origin, it should satisfy the coordinates 0 and 0. Means it should have a solution as 0 and 0. Now if we put x-axis and y-axis as 0, we get 0 equals to m into 0 plus c. So 0 is not equals to c. Why? Because we are left with c. So we can clearly say that this equation does not pass to origin. So this is false. Now let's move on to the next question. The question number 3. We have to find the points where the graph of the equation 3x plus 4y equals to 12 cut the x-axis and y-axis. We have to find the points where this equation cuts the x-axis and y-axis. Now if the equation cuts as x-axis, it should have y point as 0 or its ordinate part should be 0, and if it cuts y-axis, its abscissa part should be 0 or x-axis part should be 0. So we can clearly put in the values of x and y 0. We can get the values. Now suppose this is the equation 3x plus 4y equals to 12. Now for the first points, if we want to find the points at where the graph of the equation cuts the x-axis, then we can put y as 0. So this means it will come out to be 3x plus 4 into 0 equals to 12. So 3x equals to 12. So x will be equals to 4. So the coordinates, the points where the equation cuts at x-axis will be 4 and 0. Now for y-axis we can put x as 0. So we get 3 into 0 plus 4y equals to 12. So we get 0 plus 4y equals to 12. So it is 4y equals to 12 and y is 3. So the graph of the equation where it cuts the y-axis, it will be 0 and 3. So this is how we can solve these type of questions. So let's move on to the next question, question number 4. Now the question number 4 says that we have to determine the points on the graph of the equation where x ordinate is 5 by 2 times its ordinate. Means x should be equals to 5 by 2 times the y part. Means x ordinate is 5 by 2 times the ordinate part. The first method is we can draw the graph, we can interpolate the values, we can draw the Cartesian system like this, and then we can draw the equation like this, line like this, and then we can locate the points. And second way is we can solve this equation. Now let's see how we can solve this equation by using second method, which is we have clear relation that x equals to 5 by 2y. This means this can be written as 2x equals to 5y. So means 2 times value of x should be equals to 5 times value of y. So clearly we can use this relation to put this value into this equation. So which becomes 2x plus 5y equals to 20. So this means it becomes, we can put the value of 2x as 5y. So it becomes 5y plus 5y equals to 20. This becomes 10y equals to 20 and y is 2. So we get y as value as 2, and if we use the relation, above relation, we can get the value of x. So it is 2x equals to 5 into 2. So x is 5 into 2 upon 2. So x is 5. So we have the coordinates 5 and 2 where the x x coordinate is 5 by 2 times its y coordinate. So this is how we can solve these type of questions. So let's move on to the question number 5. The question says you have to draw the graph of linear equation 2x plus 3y equals to 12. At what points the graph cuts the equation x-axis and y-axis. Clearly we have to draw the equation, so we need 3 points to draw the graph. Now the equation is 2x plus 3y equals to 12. So let's assume the first equation as x equals to 0. So we get 2 into 0 plus 3y equals to 12. So becomes 3y equals to 12 and y is 4. So the first coordinates are 0 and 4. So let us draw the box again. The box is like this. We have values of x and y. X, y. The first value is 0 and 4. Now for second value, let y equals to 0. We get 2x plus 3 into 0 equals to 12. So 2x is 12 and we get x as 6. So we get x as 6 and y as 0. Now for another for the third value, we can take y as 2. We get 2x plus 3 into 2 equals to 12. So 2x plus 6 equals to 12. So 2x equals to 12 minus 6. So 2x is 6 and x is 3. We get value as 3 and 2. Again we can draw the graph. So to draw the graph, we can draw the Cartesian system like this. Now we have values 0 over here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we extend like this, and we have value 6. We have value over here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now clearly we don't have any negative values. We need not to draw any negative values. So first value is 0 and 4. X is 0 and 4. So this is the point. The second value is 6 and 0. So this is the point. And the third value is 3 and 2. So we can interpolate and we can draw like this. So this is the value. And again we can draw a line like this to join the points. So this is the equation of the line. So clearly we can see that the equation cuts the x-axis at point 6 and 0 and it cuts the y-axis at point 0 and 4, which is the solution of the equation. So this is how we can solve these type of questions. So let's move on to question number 6, which is the question says the force exerted to pull a cart is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. I suppose everybody in the physics has read that force is directly proportional to the acceleration. So express the statement as a linear equation of two variables and draw the graph of the same by taking a constant mass equal to 6 kg. Means we have to take mass as constant as 6 kg. Means to remove this proportionality sign or to convert this proportionality sign to equals to sign, we can write the relation like this: F equals to m into A. So where m is 6 kg or mass is 6 kg. So let's take to solve this or to draw this equation, let's take F as y and A as x. So we get relation y equals to 6x, y, m is 6, which is fixed. It's already given in the question. Then after drawing the graph, we have to read from the graph the force required when the acceleration is 5 meter per second square and 6 meter per second. So means we have to draw the graph first. So let's draw the graph first. So the graph, again we'll use the Cartesian system like this. first we need to find the values. First we can assume x as 1, we get y as 6 into 1, so we get y as 6. The first value is 1 and 6. So we need to draw a box again. We need to put in the values of x and y. X and y. The value of x is 1 and y is 6. Again put the value as x as 2. We get y as 6 into 2, which is 12. So which is x is 2 and y is 12. Again put x is 3, so we get y as 6 into 3, which is 18. So 3 and 18. Now we need to draw the values. So this is origin, let it be. Now y values are bigger than x values, so we can do it like this. We'll take a difference of 2, so it can be written as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Again on y-axis we can draw like this. It can be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18, or further we can extend the value. Now, since we have all the values as positive, so there is no need to draw the negative values. So this is y dash, and this is x dash, and this is x. The first value is x as 1 and y as 6. So 1 will come in this value in between 0 and 2, and x as 6. So this can be the point. Second value is x as 2 and y as 12. So x as 2 and y as 12. So we can draw a line like this. So this is the point. Now third is x as 3 and y as 18. So this is 18 and x is 3, so the value will be here. So we can draw like this. We can interpret it like this. So value will come over here. Again we can draw a line to join these points. So which is the equation of the line y equals to 6x. Now to read the values, we can extend the line or extend the graph. So you can find the values directly by interpolating the values from the graphical solution, but to find the values we'll put the values in the equation directly, so that we can get an answer. Further, at your place you can draw the graph and you can extend the line and you can get the same values. So the first is, what is a force when the acceleration is 5 meter per second? Means y will be equals to 6x. So y over here is force and x is acceleration. So we get y as 6 into 5. So y as 30, means force is 30 if the acceleration is 5. And what about x if the acceleration is 6 meter per second? So y will be equals to 6 into 6. So y will be 36, means the force will be 36. Again you can get this value directly from the graph by extending the line or extending the graph. So this is how we can solve these type of questions. Let's move on to the next question, the question number 7. Now it's very interesting question. Watch it very carefully. Let y varies directly with as x, means y is directly proportional to x, means as y increases, this means is if x increases, the y will increase, and if y decreases, x will also decrease. So they are in direct relationship with each other. And it says if y is 12, then x is 4. So we have to write a linear equation, means we have to deduce a relationship between y and x-axis. So we can clearly see that if we divide both y and x, we get 12 upon 4, which is 4 1s are 4 3s are. means y upon x will be equals to 3. So if we cross multiply, we get y equals to 3x. So we got the linear equation as y equals to 3x. Then further we have to do is we have to find what is the value of y if x is 5. Means we have to find the value of y when x is 5. So we can directly put in the value of x and we can get the value of y. So this will be y equals to 3 into 5. So y as we get as 15. So this is how we can solve these type of questions. So thank you once again for watching this video on edupediaworld.com. Keep watching further videos. Have a nice day ahead.